BS again. This nigga here. All right, baby. Hit my light. But you don't believe it. Still can't hear this scamming ass nigga. I'm trying, Melody. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing. I don't know what's wrong with this damn. like you. You ask. How's that? Hey, Yemi. So, Eugene. Lord, that ain't even a word, fool. Y'all hold on for a second. I don't know what the hell. My mic just don't like Eugene no more. That's all I could figure out. Hold on, let me switch to the other one. Since this one don't want to work right. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Hold on, let me drop out of this one. Crystal over here, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, my goodness. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm switching over to the other one to see if it might be a little better because my mic has apparently went on strike against Eugene. So yeah, I just so happened to catch his little ugly ass. I hold on, tell me if that's too loud, y'all. Basically, you let Eugene just lying. Okay, I know, I know. Can y'all hear me though? We just gonna have to wait till he done so I can download it. He is live now, and it's he ain't talking about shit. I told you my mic done went on strike when it come to Eugene. I can't listen to this shit no more. Yo, it is 1 hour and 14 minutes till my birthday. 1 hour and 14 minutes until my birthday. I don't know why this thing only wants to share tabs on the same tab with volume. Oh, wait, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Let's see here. Let's see if I can sign in on this tab with my Restream. Just give me a second, family. Just give me a second. I don't want to sign up. I want to sign in, damn it. Bear with me for a second. This should work better. Hold on, I'm almost done. Let me get in here. Yeah, here we go. Now we cooking with some gas, family. I just got to do all this extra stuff tonight. Okay, let me exit out of this one. And we're back. Okay. So now this should work. OMG. Share screen. Oh, fuck it.
And turns it into the male. So, you know, your leaders would believe in this, that whole human beings are swallowed by a whale, and then turn around and talk to you about the revolution and being realistic about the day and time we're living in. Like, this is just so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable with this. And then you had a boat like Noah's Ark, the size of New York City, and we can't find a piece of wood to this day. And it was fitting to a very animal on there. Even the animals that God says in the Bible not to eat. So why is he keeping them niggas alive?
I don't know why we be so trying so hard to listen to this level up.
But I'll let you guys believe in what you want to believe. But the problem with that is, now, because of the crazy shit that y'all believe in, it's hard to kick knowledge to you because you've been desensitized to truth. And now you suffer from cognitive dissonance. So whenever someone presents truth to you, you embrace the falsehood so much that you make an enemy. You make an enemy out of anyone who presents to you truth because you have an intimate relationship with falsehood. And it's to the point, if the shit start making too much damn sense, you'll get irritable when you hear it and uncomfortable and grow skeptical about the presenter of the info because the shit makes too much sense. Because most of your life, you've learned, you've acclimated your ability to think around believing bullshit. So when someone says, hey, I got something reasonable we should talk about, paying your bills, wealth stewardship, generational wealth, you say dumb shit like, oh, he's not teaching no more. He doesn't care about the black movement. Because I'm telling you how to make sure you can save money, grow your funds, invest, and make sure you pass on generational wealth. You niggas love Illuminati speeches and the dollar's gonna fall. They've been saying the dollar's gonna fall since as young as I can remember.
For a couple of years.
And if I was holding my breath for that, I'd be dead. And I would have sat here and being lazy and I would have got nothing back. Come on now. It's hard to teach truth. Yeah, I hear you about the Black Lives Matter, but I don't want to talk about it because then I'm going to get more enemies. Because that's not a movement that was really designed for black people. It was a movement that usurps the Black Power movement, usurps our civil rights. It's leveraging, actually, everything we fought for in terms of the civil rights movement so they can bring in their alternative family lifestyles. if you understand what I'm saying.
His phone.
I mean, where did I get this idea from? From the website.
That's his boy.
It is the goal to make sure that people that same gender relationships and parenthoods can be more becoming to the masses. Where the fuck does that got to do with black people? I'm gonna have more rights as a black man if I change my sexual preference. I mean, I can read. I just go to the website, see, and oh, okay. So you created this, but you saying Black Power movement, but at the end of the day, when we go into the fine print, I see the movement is predicated upon leveraging the racial animus perpetrated against black people so that we can better position people with alternative sexual dispositions. We're going to use the discrimination of black people as leverage so we can empower people based on their sexual preference and disposition. Does it mean I hate people who have an alternative sexual disposition? No, but I would be made out to look that way if I keep disagreeing. So one thing I know is not to fuck with certain letters in the alphabet, over 20% of them damn near. I'm not messing around with any LGBTQs, and I'm not saying anything about—
Hold on, wait a minute. There ain't but 20-something words in the alphabet, and he say he ain't fucking with 20% of the alphabet. Nigga, we already know your phonetic spelling mispronunciating ass.
About the J's. I'm not touching none of that. Them alphabet boys will be on your body. I won't even have a live stream to talk about after this. And that's how they got us. They got us afraid to say it. So long as I'm banging on black people. So why not?
Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough?
That's the warfare. And then people say dumb stuff like, yo, why you don't go hard on social media and teach this? So it's going to be made out to look like I don't have concerns that I do have, because I don't really know how to put a filter on my concerns without impacting people in ways where they get so emotional that my shit will get shut down because I get millions of views. So because I get that much views, what I say is going to impact me differently from what you may say. And people say, well, how come so much people say so much negative stuff about you? You never ask, well, how come so much people say so much positive about me? It's because the law of average. If I get 1 million views, I'm going to have more people saying negative things about me than they do you, because you don't get 1 million views. And if I got videos that's in the 20 millions, it's very likely I will have the amount of people that are detractors that is inconceivable to you. I will have 20,000 people that don't fuck with me if I get 20 million views. So while you play the numbers game, you're not realizing that you're playing the same game that law enforcement plays, the judicial system plays. You get in trouble for a crime, you get accused of one thing, and they give you 20 counts. You know why they give you 20 counts? Because we look at it like the law of average and probability. But if I accuse this nigga of 20 different things, the way black people think, he had to do at least 5 or 6 if he got accused of 20 things.
Know you got
most of you don't realize the counts drop if you fight them because they were bullshit anyway. The only reason they give you that much counts is so they could mess with the psychology of the human mind, because they know if you get accused of one thing, maybe it's not true. And if you get accused of 2 things, maybe it's not true. But if we could accuse you of 8, 10, 15, 20 different things, people will start leaning towards the idea that maybe you did something wrong. And this is why 9 out of every 10 people accused of a crime in America plead that they are guilty. Look up the statistics per the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. Do you really think 9 out of every 10 people that are accused of something really did something wrong? That means I could walk down this block and just accuse 10 niggas out here, and I know every 9 of them did whatever I'm accusing of. That's bullshit.
Against them.
It's a lie. But anyway,
you got some more bad news.
This was just to start this vibe, because I'm about to go super crazy, super seance. I'm taking this Rolls Royce Diaries to another level. I'm about to go super seance on y'all.
This man sitting outside the Mexican
but this shit is rigged. This game is so rigged.
Not a game rigged.
There's just things you can't say. Otherwise, your page get taken down. So I can show me clubbing, because that's safe. And sometimes I want to show me clubbing. And I can express my disdain for my own race, because that's safe. So there's not room for the margin of error in terms of the programmers are concerned. I can only stay within a certain part of their curriculum for me to continue to speak to you freely.
That boy got the lobby.
But then you will attack me and say, this nigga has lost his mind because he got money and you don't want to teach no more. As if you don't realize. I said some shit about broccoli before and I was suspended from the live stream for 30 days.
Boy, you lying.
Because I said some shit about broccoli.
Because you was passing out misinformation.
And it must have pissed somebody off up top. My shit about broccoli and carrots really affected people in the worst way.
Negro, that live still up.
Don't ask me to repeat what I said about it. But remember, it's a damn fact. I can tell you that.
That's that same.
But just because it's a vegetable don't mean that it's good for you. Said shit was harmful.
Passing out misinformation.
It was a threat. My information about carrots and broccoli was so detrimental, so dangerous that I couldn't speak for 30 days on social media. And one of my other social medias is for an indefinite time. I screenshotted it to show people when it happened. Like, look at this. Because I said the damn thing was, both of those are hybrids, and carrots is growing downwards in the earth and not above, and you should think about it. And probably the most healthiest part of the carrot is the green part that you rip off. And that the carrot that they're selling to you is the spoiled carrot. It's the most messed up one. Because
so the carrots that we see in the store are spoiled. So why, if when we buy them and leave them in the refrigerator too long, they spoil? They either spoiled before we get them, and that would mean that they couldn't spoil again. You know what? Let's just keep it rolling, because ain't no use in trying to debunk shit that is clearly
sour. If it's orange, it's the most unhealthy one amongst the carrot family. You probably want the purple one or the darker one, but if you was gonna eat carrots, but hey, whatever.
Heirloom carrots?
No, you damn rabbits eating carrots. Like, this is stupid stuff that they show you.
Look, let me tell y'all something. The food that we eat today does not necessarily look like the food that our forefathers ate 200 years ago, but that is because of cultivation and crossbreeding of plants. Nothing genetic, just them chopping one piece of plant off and sticking it on another piece of plant and seeing how it grows. That's it. That's all. But he's sitting up here telling us we buying rotten food from the grocery store, and if we leave it in the refrigerator too long, it go rotten.
Easter bunny laying eggs. Do bunnies lay eggs? Oh, whatever. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about our Muslim brothers swearing to you that you go with this and you love them when they say stupid shit like this.
You say stupid shit.
But you know, hormones are instructions. It tells your body what to do. So you know what the human body's getting when you take in cow's milk? You're getting instructions to be heavier, and then you wonder why we have obesity. You're getting instructions that are supposed to go to a 65-pound baby cow to become 400 pounds. Your human body is taking in instructions to become a 400 fucking pound cow, and then it's a conflict of interest because part of your body is like,
that's not how genetics work, Eugene.
We're black, and then the other part of your body is like, maybe we're cows. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is sick.
You can tell by
it's really stupid
that he didn't graduate.
But your religious organizations push this crazy stuff.
When did religious
they push this?
Start pushing milk.
And you guys are right with it. And I gotta be the devil every time I make the corrections. But like some of this shit ain't even deep. It's like, I gotta explain this.
For real, dude.
Like, it's one thing to consider it for the first time, so that's cool. But to fight me about it, I gotta really do whole debates and slides to break down to you that there's a
don't know what he sold.
Maybe we shouldn't rely on cow's milk if our mothers make it, and maybe by the time your mother stop making milk, maybe you don't need milk for the rest of your life.
I ain't even tripping though.
Maybe.
This nigga got no respect. He in the car talking while he talking. Hey, Todd Noonan, he got trial starts February the 8th. This Negro said, shit, I don't even remember what he said now, but it was stupid. True peace, Todd Noonan.
Like, why you still drinking milk at 40 years old, 30 years old?
Yeah, I
what's wrong with
what
you?
I was gonna say. A woman can lactate for as long as a baby suckles. That's why you see weird people out here breastfeeding 5 and 6 year olds. It's people that use breast milk as a sexual kink. If that was the case, they wouldn't be able to do that. You just dumb and ugly. And you looking kind of elderly right there.
Damn cows ain't eating all this for this long. Whatever, man. I'm done.
If I do something the next day, though, I'm gonna make sure I call you.
I'm rocking with the homies, man. Be feeling. Make your money and protect yourself, because it's gonna be like the purge out here. Because people get more and more. You know, people are sticking people.
2023 getting wicked.
People are sticking people up for their dogs right now.
Yeah.
They've been sticking people up for their dogs since before.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people are robbing people for their dogs.
Remember Lady Dog?
Like, desperation is at an all-time high.
It's only gonna get worse. Feds raising interest rates.
Man, this is spooky out here, King. But you guys want to have the debate over if this God is black or white. How about that God is fake? Like, so you telling me we went through a trans-sub-Saharan slave trade that they don't talk to you about under Arab imperialism
that sounds like
for
Mexican music.
over 1,000 years in Africa,
Mexican restaurant
where they not only castrated us, they double castrated us. Meaning they cut off our penis and our nuts, made us into what's called eunuchs. So we couldn't procreate without female counterparts, and that's why
the Arabic slave trade, where they cut off everything, a clean cut, just everything, and you peeing sitting down for the rest of your life. They didn't do that in the U.S. of A., even though they did have slavery.
So many of the people in Arab cultures look like mulattoes. They have like negroid features, like really big noses and even curly hair, from having sex with so many of our black women.
I don't understand how they don't realize that Arabia is on the same damn continent as Africa. So everybody gonna look a little bit alike.
Where we were double castrated. Trans-sub-Saharan slave trade in Africa. By the time the white man came, we couldn't wait to be enslaved by him because he was less mean. So we took his, somebody can't clap one of my homies
slavery
and then call on me to be there for him in the future when he has beef. No one could call on my God's name and be successful in enslaving me, and then I still call on that God to be set free in the future. You're not going to murder my ancestors and then have me present day worshiping you.
Hold on. Ain't this the same nigga that was just in Dubai cheesing in them folk faces?
I need a different name. I need a different book. Oh, that's the book that they was fucking with? No. You want to fight over the book? Give them the whole damn book. Keep the whole damn religion. This shit is trash. I believe in white people to oppress black people. I believe in everybody else's God. I believe in their shit. Because that magic worked against us as a people. Still working to this day. The more you pray into their God or buy into their God, the more it has power over us as a people. And we fail continuously, perpetually. I believe in their gods. I just want to get back into our magic. I just want to separate ourselves from their magic and get back into mine. And now I'm back into my magic, and I'm making this shit look easy. And then people want to make excuses and come up with weird ideas for how I managed to be successful. But anybody who gets a grip of the real magic, the ancient African archetype of conception, they're going to want to shut them down. I promise you that. But yeah, I believe in their God. Shit, they were successful. Look at all that bread they made from slavery and still making to this day.
Right,
What's this thing trying to do, Paul?
That's on one of these. Decide how much.
Look how cooked this is. I think he's trying to fall. Keep it
They
doing
act
this
like
for
black people are the only ones that suffer through the years. That hey, be Buccaneer. Right. It's been plenty of enslavement across the world since the beginning of time. Black people, we're not the only ones to be enslaved. Ain't the only ones to lose a war. I mean,
Damn, nothing good could come out of someone trying to park like this.
He ain't even renting them chilling. That's the sad part. One of them captain yes men in the car.
That's one thing. These guys are like, she fucking hurt.
Less than an hour.
My bad, y'all. You know, you riding around that 400,000 thing. $400,000.
Gotta watch all angles. You can't take
I can't take that
no
out.
chances.
You know, you niggas is calling it a rental, and y'all don't even believe how valet did me dirty today. Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yo,
all I
bro.
can say, man.
Charles, look at this goofy shit, boy. They like how you break somebody's shit and then try to tape up and everything and act like we're not gonna notice.
They did this?
Bro, you want to see the pieces?
Now hold up. He talking about the valet done broke his shit, right? But 2-3 days ago, it was his homeboy blew up the fuel tank on his truck by putting in diesel fuel instead of regular gasoline. You know what?
That's what I forgot to show you.
Yo, don't mess with it though. I just put it together.
Look at this.
Who did this?
I just put it together.
Don't mess with
I did that because of what it was. Nigga, if you keep it clean, family show.
Real.
Family show, gotta keep it clean. All I know is when they handed that shit to me, yo, nothing was working.
That's why the captain.
I had to really go in there and get surgical. Nigga was looking at me like, yo, you're a genius.
Robin Captain Yes Man won.
Yeah, no, it was the country bam.
It's the country
nigga. I bet money on it because he was looking spooky. But son, I had to put that shit together with it was like 4 or 5 different pieces. I keep handing this nigga.
Bro, I'm just like, when is it gonna stop?
And they try to tape and put it all together.
This is unreal.
Nigga, the shit wasn't working. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm about to be out of here, man. He won't get into debaucherous nigga shit. He part of the people I'm talking about, man. But he gave up on y'all already, man. I'm still putting up the good fight. He's just waiting for the world to end. You know what I mean? That nigga like this bitch gonna burn. I'm gonna have my fun before it go out in flames.
Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga's good.
Nigga child whispered to me on the side.
Oh my god.
Oh, my bad.
You ain't slick. This dude ain't slick.
I think
He's damn disgrace in the race.
Yes Man won.
Look at this nigga.
Captain Yes Man 2
That
and
boy.
so on and so forth.
Yeah,
The chalice underscore, man. You need
the
some hot
shameless plug,
shit.
man. Get
You
his
need some
shameless
hot
plug
shit,
out here.
nigga. Know where to find it.
Shameless plug.
You know
He just
where to
turned
find
his
it.
back on the whole race. Now he want to sell them beats. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's a nigga for you,
Y'all
man.
see the fluke flag right there?
Nigga just turned his back on the race. Like, yeah, I know that shit gonna end Pope, but can we hit the ground?
Who goes to the club in a Hanes His Way t-shirt?
Still got some time for the world end. Can we hit the club? Hey, while you at it, underscore big challenge. You know what I
Why
mean?
you at it?
I mean?
Underscore big
Nigga.
challenge. Let me tell you.
Oh man, you're the coldest teacher of today's times. You just slowed down on the public broadcasting. Yeah, man, because you wind up being just isolated. And then the crazy thing is, everybody wants to see you fail because I'm picking up enemies from everybody that I keep debating. Every time I knock another one down,
This boy
they become another group of enemies, a community of enemies. And that's just too much. So I need my people ride for me to keep going in like that. Because y'all know, it's the gang member and the nigga. It's the conscious man and it's the revolutionary all mixed up. It's all amalgamated. So I be wanting to smoke when I'm teaching and I get mad aggressive when I start getting into it. And I can't help but to provoke people because I'm kind of like, I want to provoke you. Like, you fucking lying to my people. I want to provoke you. Wish you would try something. So I got too much going on up here. I got the genius. I got the gangbang. I got the revolutionary. So all that shit mixed up in one. had me shooting Bibles and doing all sorts of shit. People ain't even get over it to this day. I had to calm down, take a little hiatus, because when they see all the people against you, then that's when that beast can step in, create confusion, because when you got all those enemies, no one can be the wiser. Who's doing what? When you got enemies coming from everywhere, it's a bad setup, because you don't know where angles coming from. So, you know, just tricky.
His numbers
anyway,
ain't
I'm
even
gonna talk to you
like
guys.
they
You hit me
used
up
to.
at Polight45@gmail.com. Ready to turn up, change your life, and protect yourself from 2023. That's about to be my new statement. Protect yourself from 2023. I love you guys though, real talk. When I say black people, I'm just making generalizations to provoke your thoughts, but we know who we talking about when I make those statements. We're not talking about the whole race. Blessings in abundance.
All right, now that we got the blessings and abundance, it's still live, bro. So don't incriminate yourself. Now we got the blessings and abundance.
Yeah. Blessing in abundance, buddy.
Now you're gonna try to flip the script. Let me close out before you start talking your nigga shit.
Please. This nigga about to go off.
Say a whole bunch of cook shit, huh?
Yeah, man. Then I'm gonna have to do a public apology and the comments and statements made in this video.
I was gonna keep it PG-13. I promise you. I was gonna keep it. You feel me?
The comments and statements made do not represent my views.
My character.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have to put disclaimers.
But
I don't know what you about to say, and I don't want you to say it.
Exactly.
Because I already know I'm en route to apologize. So just leave it alone until I get off of this. Then you go crazy, man. I just think you're going to incriminate yourself, and they're going to leverage that into attacking me.
We got a fake page right here in the comments right here, man.
Block his ass, man.
Blessings in the
Yo, don't be listening to none of these people in these comments right here.
It's just the worst.
That
man.
is Eugene
That's another
page.
thing that's taking place.
We banning them.
That is his page.
Don't inbox this fake page, please.
After
don't.
all this time, they finally removed it.
They don't have no life of their own, leeching off of my life, making people think I'm the one scheming and scamming them.
Look, that is his page.
Banning you from the stream.
That Michael Nowak page is his. That's the one he was using before he started using the Brother Polight page. Because he was posting on that one. How I know? He blocked me from both of them. This one. This is the one that's been spamming the page. And he's sitting up here talking about it's a fake page. No, nigga, it's one of your old pages. Let's get it right.
And I'm going to go live too. I want to go live and communicate with one of these fake ass pages.
Man, that's really the real
that's what we're really looking for. The real Polight versus the fake.
We're gonna have to get a
say you a scary ass bitch. The fake page says facts king.
Facts. Facts.
I'm like, are they even reading it?
Like they just got your.
I ain't gonna lie.
The responses are automatic.
They got the automated response system for the Brother Polight. Like they got a pull string doll that just say certain things only. If you say something outside of it, it's still gonna be peace king. Blessings of the bunch. Like yo, you a bitch ass nigga. Facts king.
Don't nobody want a doll of you.
Shout out to Brethren Day out Jamaica, man. Yeah, man. Big up in the sauce.
Right, Chili.
Yes, I just want to get to that.
You know what? He is on his page live, and people talking about what's the real page.
We gotta close out right now, peoples.
Yeah, peace, y'all. That nigga Chalice is fiending. Get on demon time.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. How long we been live? Let's see. 40 minutes. So we missed the first part. Lord Jesus, help us. Lord Jesus.
Somebody can't.
Let's give it a moment. And the title of this one is Here's Why I'm Angry with Black People. I've had to go over. I'm doing the microwave diaries. So I'm going through and editing and clipping and all this stuff. And I'm tired of looking at I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at him.
Subject matter for today is here's why I'm angry with black people.
You know what? The way he started his lives off, he looked like he elderly. You know how how Elder Rashad DeLay started his lives, and he had a camera right up in his face. Welcome, family. That's what he looked like right there. You look elderly, Eugene, like you just don't really know how to work social media. Girl, he angry at the world right now.
We're gonna have a deep talk
in a month of December. You must not have heard the part when he was talking about they slap all these charges on you so wonderful. He's trying to make up the plausible deniability for if you lose the case.
Oh.
No, he say he angry with black people.
That works. Gonna have to do like that.
That phone is going off for a straight hour. Yo.
Peace. Rolls Royce Diaries.
Like, I know y'all hear that phone buzzing. He probably had that shit off all day and cut it back on, and he got all kind of emails and notifications going through that bit. Because that don't make no sense for your phone to be going off like that for a straight hour. Yo.
So here's the conversation. Oh, let me get this started over here. That sounds like that shit. So the subject matter for today is here's why I'm upset with black people. Here's why I'm angry with black people. They got a guy who's said to have parted the Red Sea.
William Joseph, hey, long time.
There's another person
where you been at?
Who is said to survive inside of a whole organism that exists in the sea, like got swallowed by a giant ass fish or whale. Stayed in there for 3 days.
Eugene must feel like he been going through trials and tribulations, because the last 4 or 5 lives he been talking about Jonah getting swallowed by that whale. You must feel like you done got swallowed by a whale, Eugene, huh? Except for in this case, the whale is named Miami-Dade.
3 nights. There's also another conversation about a man who multiplied loaves of bread, walked on water, died and even came back. And I don't have a problem with these things.
Oh, he got on the shiny red.
To each his own.
At the light in the car.
Believe what you want to believe. But then you see people in your community, maybe such as myself, author and published 96 of my own books, speak 7 different languages, made so many people millionaires and $1,000 millionaires.
If we ran them through the plagiarism.
But you would never give esteem and praise and acknowledgement for me. We have people in our community that literally extrapolated data that I've disseminated throughout the years in my courses on the streets They take their eyes, put the eye of Horus there, then debate other people about how they copying off of them when it's coming from me.
Right.
Words, terms,
in that way.
status correction, verbiage that I put forth. Take it, run with it. Stocks, how to trade, but never will say, hey, thank you.
People selling the same shit that you sell, calling it another name, go to jail all the time for scamming people. So somebody using your scam and you mad?
You, brother Polight. But instead will go out there, profess to be gurus, and never accredit me for the contribution. But fine, we don't have to do these things to get any acknowledgement. But you'll have a Dr. Sebi who's cured so many people, so many diseases that they say are uncurable.
The only thing I give Dr. Sebi is that he got people to stop eating junk food. That's it. That'll raise your health right there. Eating healthier will make you healthier. It don't take a rocket scientist. And you sitting up here talking about carrots, the broccoli is poison and carrots is rotten before you get them out the stove. Negro.
But we will render on the love, the appreciation, the esteem, the praise of a great man onto figures that we will never know if they actually existed, who most likely didn't. And it's a setup so you can't appraise people in your community that do great things, because we're not going to be able to compete with someone who walked on water. We're not going to be able to.
Ain't nobody around here comparing nobody to Jesus, because nobody in this world is perfect.
Compete with someone who multiplied loaves of bread and fish.
Who are you competing?
Not going to be able to compete with being murdered and then coming back to life. Carting a whole sheep, being swallowed by a whale, and staying in the belly of the beast for 3 days, 3 nights, and coming back whole, unsinged, no enzymes deteriorating your skin.
Hey, Nickelbug.
We can't compete with these things. And it's done like that by design, so when our people do great feats, like become multilingual and be stripped of a thorough knowledge of self, murdered at the hands of the oppressor if we even attempt to read, and then later on, the progeny of that descendancy writes multiple books in the 90s.
Right, children.
Speaks multiple languages. Cures diseases. None of that can match up. None of that will ever match up to the walking on water and being murdered and coming back to life stories of people.
Who is out here comparing themselves to Jesus? Still talking equal. Who out here comparing themselves to Jesus? I ain't never heard nobody say, you know what?
We never heard of until we were introduced to these books that they put together to manipulate us. I hope you guys are listening. Here's why I'm upset with our people. It's not the lack of credit that they give. It's what they give credit to. That's the problem. It's where they put their energy at. And I can't stress to you how hard life is going to be come 2023. Mark my words. Remember, I said it to you. Because people say, oh, he don't deal with spirituality no more. He's only about money. You're going to see how important this thing is. Because everyone's being laid off left and right. And you want to complain about me charging $2,000 so you can get access to $500,000 in credit cards. You want to complain about me charging $2,000 so you
$500,000 in credit cards with no conceivable way to pay it back because they at low income or minimum wage.
Yeah, anywhere between 50 grand to 300 grand that you don't have to pay back. complain about me charging $2,000 when I'm coaching you and preparing you for the funds that are coming in, so you don't.
Anybody that's just got $2,000 on deck to blow, they credit ain't bad.
Squander the money that you get that you don't have to pay back. But no, I'm not spiritual. No,
you have to pay back credit cards. So how you gonna get somebody $500,000 in credit cards that they don't have to pay back? Right, Buccaneer. February the 8th can't come.
Because I'm concerned about your financial disposition. But I understood long time ago.
Yeah, chilling, but he got
just through nursery rhymes
and plenty supply. He snatching them
that we would be the hardest people to educate. Why? Old McDonald had a farm.
He can't even go get He can't even go get a white tee from the Arab shirt. This nigga out here in an undershirt. Hanes his way undershirt.
Let's think about it. Everything's in code. Old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. But E is the A, B, C, D, E. E is the 5th letter in the English alphabet. And I is the Roman numeral 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6. So E-I-E-I is 6, 6. O. O is the 15th letter in the English alphabet. 1 plus 5 is 6. So 6, 6, 6. But to the unsuspecting person, E-I-E-I-O is just a song and a chick there and a chick there every year. Yo, hold on. But do you think it's a coincidence that the E-I-E-I-O can somehow be added up into 666?
This man is slapped. E-A-E-I-O-U. Those are the vowels of the alphabet. It's just a play on the freaking alphabet, you moron. E-I-E-I-O.
And that we have a so-called 24 hours in a day, 2 plus 4 is 6. 60 seconds, that constitutes a minute, 6 plus 0. And 60 minutes, they equal an hour, 6 plus 0.
All that time you sit up thinking about shit that don't matter. You might have been able to do something.
Minutes, hours. But you may say, then what kind of time are we going to have? We used to do our time in base 10. And how can you start time off with seconds without a first? Because someone came here second. So we're operating on someone else.
What? 1 comes before 2 and 0 comes before 1. Nigga, you can't start shit off with an odd. You got to start it off with an even in order.
It's just time. Because they came second to us. So our time was made up of moments. Then it was made up of first. Then first was the leverage for seconds.
Right.
Hope you understand what I'm saying.
Phone still going off.
Our time started off.
I really think that he in valet parking and he's just sending them calls while the people in there eating their food. That's what I'm starting to get the vibe of, because who just sits in a random fucking parking lot? People pulling in and out beside his ass and he just still alive, just going.
With first, pardon me, our time started off with moments, first, seconds, and so forth and so on. But someone started you off with seconds, so we say oxymorons like.
When you start a stopwatch, it starts at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. $5 seconds. Sounds like 10.
5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds.
Several seats. Several seats.
Why we don't have
several seats?
5 first and 6 first and 7 first? But no one questions why are we calling it seconds? And why does the time look like 666? The nursery rhymes sound like 666. But hey, can we just talk about codes? We're not saying the numbers are evil. We're saying that people put codes out there so they can communicate amongst each other to know that that's their work. And their psychology that's being operated upon to the unsuspecting masses. But it may sound like, man, this dude, he just...
Conspiracy theorizing, y'all.
Because that EIEIO stuff does come out of my mind.
But hey,
why I get upset with black people? Why I'm angry with them?
10th grade.
Because we can get these nursery rhymes like, how did nursery rhyme go?
Nursery rhymes are made like that to catch children's attention. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse was done. Hickory dickory dock. 3 blind mice, see how they run. Shit. It's just all stuff to catch children's imaginations. People make up rhymes all day, every day, and he's sitting up here like it's some Illuminati code.
Rockabye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. The cradle will rock, right?
Well, so a cradle has, curved bottom feet or whatever. Not a crib, but a cradle. See, this is where education comes in. A cradle goes back and forth. So if the wind blows it, it's going to rock even harder, dumbass.
Ask you this. Wouldn't child services be knocking on your door if you really put your baby on a treetop and wait for the wind to blow for the cradle to rock? Who would put their child on a treetop and wait for the wind to blow for the cradle to rock? And this is the nursery rhymes, which sets the stage for you to be a bad parent subconsciously.
And then everybody knows most nursery rhymes were made. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy. That's about the goddamn Black Plague. London Bridge is falling down, nigga. You just slow. Trying to sound intelligent. And quite frankly, I'm tired of this shit. Can't he just go to jail? Atalia Romero, peace and welcome. He can't be. This is really irking my nerves.
With reckless abandonment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So here's the issue that I have with so-called black people.
And then, just to point out, none of the nursery rhymes was made for us or by us. Why don't you go to some Aesop's fables, Nick Rowe, since you're talking about black people?
Already been tricked. So when somebody goes out their way, when someone goes out their way to let you know that the lies are in, you suffer from cognitive dissonance, where you would postulate that, hey, maybe you need the lie more than you need the truth, and this person is the enemy because they're teaching you the truth. And this is what gets me upset with black people. That you love the lie.
Lying ass nigga right
and you will attack the people who have the truth.
Excuse me, ugly creature. He irked my nerves.
Because you suffer from cognitive dissonance.
Yeah,
case in point. Case in point. The Virgin Mary. We go into the New Testament. The word they're using for the virgin is Greek, and it means unmarried woman. And that's interesting if it means unmarried woman. Because then the virgin marriage.
Words change the meaning over time. Like gay used to mean happy, and now we all know what it means today. So you can't take the definition for something in 1754 and bring it into 2022 like it's gonna have the same definition, because it won't.
Mary is an unmarried woman. She's an unmarried woman. And it doesn't mean never had sex, it means unmarried woman. The Virgin Mary, or the virgin, the unmarried woman, there's no longer immaculate conception. So someone asked me, so is it black people's fault? And I can't help but to feel that this is a rhetorical question, because I feel like they believe that I'm saying it's black people's fault. And that's the question that'll cause us to digress. But I'll answer it. Hell yeah, it's black people's fault at some point or the other. Because when you are accountable, you always accept fault with you at the inception, so you can get better and so you can get stronger. So this is our fault, may not work for you, but it works for me because it makes me better. But I'm not about to go around here pointing the finger saying it's all y'all faults while y'all effed up right now. That's something you do for yourself to make you better. That's not really my responsibility. My responsibility, as I can see and how I envision myself, is to share truth. And your responsibility is to take heed to the truth when it comes to you. But at the end of the day, I'm basically saying I understand why it's so hard for people to invest in themselves. It's hard for people to invest in themselves. I gotta close that because it's dumb loud out there. It's hard for people to invest in themselves because they believe in all the mythos that has been presented to them by their slave masters. And they're so deeply entrenched in the mythos, and their lies and their psychology is deeply ingrained into their consciousness, that anything that starts making sense for the growth and the development for their race or themselves, they are naturally against. That's the problem. 45 days, score went up 65 points so far. Thank you, Shar, the life changer.
Ain't nobody even
Thank you for sharing that with the people.
The real time.
Shar, the life changer, said in 45 days, the score went up to 65 points. That's what's up.
Right, chilling.
So, you know, it's rough out here. It's rough out here when it comes to educating our people. It's quite the process. But at the end of the day, we do what we can and we do what we must. But it's rough and it's frustrating because I want the best for our people. But their design, based on the program, is to be skeptical of their own people and entrusting to everyone else. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And we have to figure it out. But anyway, you leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase the $2,000 service to make sure you avoid the hell
where we started at.
That's gonna come your way come 2023. It's already here, but people don't realize it. They're not gonna realize it until they finish spending all their Christmas money. They're not gonna realize it until they finish spending their New Year's money. They're not gonna realize it until they finish spending their Valentine's Day money. They're not gonna realize it until they pay for their rapid refund, so they don't get most of it.
Rapid refund is like March. So you basically saying the first part of 2023 is gonna be okay. Dummy.
Their tax monies, Or they don't get their tax monies in full. And when that rapid refund money runs out, then they'll start to realize the economic environment is treacherous, worse than it's ever been before.
I mean, I know people get
We're heading into a real
taxes, but most people use that to pay bills or buy stuff they can't normally afford. You know, shit like that. Yeah, some people do splurge, but still, let's come on, man.
Serious recession.
You want people to work and not do nothing, spend money to
We're on the cusp of a depression. And they have us in such a way that we so in tune. We're so in tune with celebrity lifestyles and undertakings that we don't even realize our own present situation. We don't even realize how difficult things are right now for ourselves. Yes, it's $2,000 for the service. We remove negative items from your report. We add positive items to your report. We boost your credit scores. We leverage the results so that you approve for monies you don't have to pay back, ranging from $50 grand to $300,000. We also make sure that you get approved the credit cards that you don't.
Credit cards. You have to pay credit cards back. Don't listen to Eugene. Go get your credit card.
Well, some credit cards, particularly smart credit cards, will have no late fees, but will help you accumulate in or around $500,000 in equity with credit cards. Then I'll be teaching you how to do credit card investing, how to use money you ordinarily wouldn't have at your disposal to make investments that give you a return to pay back those credit cards, and also make sure you start generating over 100 grand a year from your investments. But it do cost. It's not my responsibility.
Let me point something out now. He's supposed to be a financial advisor, right? And it took a year and one of his Captain Yes Men pointing out that it was another account with his name on it in the comments for him to delete it. I keep my money, thank you, and spend it on other things and not you.
Responsibility to pay for your service in order for you to be empowered. That's your responsibility. Because when we buy sneakers and jackets and go to all these baby showers and Christmas trees and gifts, and we want to play Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus to our friends and family for a certain time out of the year, our stomach doesn't hurt. But when it comes time to invest in yourself, you start getting uncomfortable. I got drug dealers who get uncomfortable just thinking about,
yeah, because that's their real money.
The risk. I'm like, you risk your life selling drugs to your people on a day-to-day basis. You risk your freedom and you risk your life amongst your competitors. But investing in yourself hurts your stomach. And I got strippers, prostitutes who want to do it, but they're worried about the risk, not the STDs. They're worried about the risk.
You don't get STDs from stripping.
Of investing in themselves.
If you're doing something besides stripping.
And so this is why I'm upset with black people. But at the same rate, I understand because you were raised on these nursery rhymes and the E-I-E-I-O's. But I'm telling you guys, you might have to fight within yourself to stop BSing. I'm telling you, the fight is so strong, you'll have a person be like right here at the finish line, ready to invest, and scared again, and then spend the money on something stupid. But you never felt the way about buying a $40, $50 Fit Cat that you knew was never going to give you a return. Or some $300, $400 sneakers that you knew wasn't going to give you a return. You knew it from the time the money
not give you no return, but you know what they do? They clothe you. They keep you from walking around barefoot, and your hat might protect you from the sun.
Money left your hands, you knew from the time you was en route to go purchase it. But you still bought it anyway.
And $50 is a lot different from $2.
And why? Why did you do that?
Look,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm sitting up going through that Crypto Roots videos, and Crypto said that Polight had a big old ugly chick. He was like, that is not the caliber of woman I thought Polight spoke to. And and yeah. So ain't no telling. He be outside. He outside. Who else be outside? It's prostitutes.
But yeah, you go to brotherpolite45 at gmail.com, leave your full name and your phone number when you are ready to spend the $2,000 to change your life.
He started his little spiel.
And prepare yourself for the economic storm.
Yeah, this is Brother Polight. $2,000 credit restoration microwave
that we're going to be subject to, because it's coming. Leave your full name and your phone number only when you're ready to pay the $2,000. Brother POLIJHT45 at gmail.com. Caught looking at them snow bunnies again. Look what people say. And there's actually nobody walking around here that I can see. I don't see no white people walking around. But why is this so important? This is what I'm talking about. The programming is so crazy.
It's a big old window. I ain't been paying attention.
The programming is so crazy. How distracted we can be as a people. So yeah, I wish you guys the best. I'm gonna really go hard in the paint with this conversation. Tomorrow, you want African history? I'm gonna give you some African history, but I'm gonna be pissed off while I teach it.
Okay, put that on y'all calendars, family.
Be pissed off while I teach it.
Tomorrow.
Because a lot of you think that I quit on the Africana studies. A lot of you people forget that how much I popularized for my generation and the youth. How much I popularized knowledge of self. And was part of the movement that revived it. Not exclusively, but I certainly put my stamp and my signature in there for popularizing, reading, and studying, writing, the arts, the liberal arts, just getting to it. But you don't understand, when you create enemies from every religion, what it does to you. When you're debating the Muslims, the Christians, the Jews, then people wish death on you, because when they ask their God to wish death upon you, which they have plenty of times, it fails all the freaking time, and then they want to put it into their own hands. In fear that they may have to bear witness to the fact that that shit that they be talking about with their God is pseudo. It's fugazi. It's fake.
Oh, you mad at black people?
And here we go. So you guys, you want to do the religious debate, but you don't want to improve your economic disposition. If we put the same zeal towards worshiping God that we put towards our finances, our people, our race would be in a better situation.
Look, if nobody put any zeal into religion like they did in the finances, the Vatican wouldn't exist. The Pope wouldn't exist. T.D. Jakes wouldn't exist. People sit up here and actively go make money to give to the church. Nigga, that no.
But right now, the great debate is, you know, the reverse psychology is to attempt to stop a black people from identifying with something they want to identify with. And that resistance gives you the impression that that which they are attempting to deny you of is true. What that mean?
That you ugly.
We can look at the Kyrie Irving and Kanye West energies, and then you can say, man, they're attempting to suppress the information of who the original black man is. But all the while, the fucking religion is pseudo anyway. It's fake. It's not even real. So while you feel like that, why they trying to stop us from believing in this? It's reverse psychology. No, we're gonna believe in this. You ain't gonna stop us from believing in this.
The only reason Eugene
and all the
goes
while,
so hard against religion, because he want to spend that tithing money. Another incarnation, he would have been a preacher instead of a hotel.
It's a trap.
A scam.
Because they know if you resist it, if you feel resistance, you feel like there's something they're hiding. So whoop-de-doo, you make the God black, but the God is still false. But now he's yours. But I can't worship the same God as my slave master. Because I got questions if I do. If the reason you were introduced to your religion was on account of the fact that the slave master conveyed that knowledge to you, then you got wicked ass religious people telling you the best thing that's happened to us in slavery is that we got the Bible. They say, no, the Bible existed prior. Nigga, shut up. Because no one in the ancient world ever had a Bible in their hands. And there's
no, they used to go together and get it verbally repeated to them every 7 years, nigga.
The Bible doesn't even mention the Bible in the Bible. And the Bible is a compilation of a bunch of books and letters. And the Bible doesn't mention the Bible in the Bible. Killing. You could go in the book of Mark, and in the book of Mark, Mark is talking about Mark. And then Mark is walking by. So who the fuck wrote that?
Like big
and then you got Barashit Elohim. Barashit Bara Elohim et Hashamayim Ha'et. Or Barashit Bara Elohim et Hashamayim Ha'et. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? Who the fuck's talking? And then people tell you it was Jesus before he was born. And this is why I can't fuck with black people.
No, his original name was not Jesus. I'm about tired of y'all sitting up here saying that. That's just the modern day interpretation of his name. That's first and foremost. Second, Negro, your shit ain't in chronological order. You got shit mixed up. You saying people own shit that don't own it. They just misappropriated it in the first place. But you want people to listen to you.
See?
Then that food
this is why I don't fuck with them. I can't fuck with them when they part of my language, but this shit is cooked. It don't even make sense. No, it was the devil doing the narration. He's the one talking in the beginning of the book. And does any of your leaders speak any of these languages? Or they just accept it in English?
You can't face value. Neither, nigga.
See how stupid this shit is? You got a whole Muslim movement. Whole Muslim movements. And I don't want to say things to identify and single certain people out. But you got whole movements that's not stressing learn the Arabic. And then they teach you about a God. And they'll tell you, and long story short, as you seek refuge from that thing of clay, Satan, let's go to the, by way of Allah's mercy.
Oh,
you're seeking this refuge from Satan, but the word they're using for mercy, Rahim.
So let's break this down Arabic is we about at the point in the video where we started.
RHM is in the tribe
when we started. But it seems like Eugene went through a couple of schools of thought and decided wasn't none of them for him because he wasn't getting a big enough piece of the pie. Right, Chili. Right. That's what I'm starting to think. Cause Crypto, he was like, yo, this nigga. And then that was the wallet story where the girl left her wallet in the car and all that. But then Polight's like, I'm so smart. I know how much she had in there, and I know exactly what kind of bills she had. Nigga, what was you doing going through that woman's wallet? What was you doing going through that woman's wallet? Asking for a friend.
Literal root. When you put RHM together, when you put those 3 letters together in Arabic, it means womb. So you're seeking protection by way of Allah's womb. So Allah is a womb, then Allah is a woman. No, Polight, it's by way of the woman's womb we get mercy because we're born. Nigga, the word means womb. It's made up of letters that tell you
why you can't teach yourself other languages like that just from a book. I don't claim to know Arabic. I don't claim to know the exact phrase that he's speaking of very well because I've never claimed to be Muslim. But I know it ain't exactly what he misinterpreted, motherfucker.
If these letters come in this order, it means womb anytime you see these letters together. Fuck is you talking about? And if we go into the original or the ancient African archetype of conception, we're going to know that your Judaism, Christianity, and Islam was extrapolated out of Africa from Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. And if we go into these, because Islam is just a 1400-year-old religion, it's a baby religion. If we go into Africa, we see religions that pre-exist this. Because Christianity will take you back 2,000 years. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam was extrapolated out of Africa from Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba.
All these places are in Africa, you dumbass. They're in Africa. They're in Africa. Say it one more time with me, family. It's in Africa. Once upon a time, all of the continents were one, and then they broke apart and spread out. Dummy.
And if we go into these, because Islam is just a 1400-year-old religion, it's a baby religion. If we go into Africa, we see religions that pre-exist this. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam was extrapolated out of Africa from Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. And if we go into these, because Islam is just a 1400-year-old religion, it's a baby religion. If we go into Africa, we see religions that pre-exist this. Because Christianity will take you back 2,000 years. Islam will take you back 1,400. And Judaism will take you back 6,000 years. And when I say this, I mean in lies. I'm not talking about the truth. Okay, so this data comes from Africa by way of the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And Uruba.
Like the type of
your monotheistic religions. And if we
you see him at the picnic and everybody go off the other way, it's just like every time he show up at the group, somebody got something to do. I gotta go now.
We go back to the Nigerians who have multiple gods. The Nigerians have a god who's named Allah, who's a woman god. The Nigerians have a god named Allah, and guess who she is? She is the womb deity. So you're telling me a religion that pre-existed Islam had a god named Allah, who's the deity of the
goddess,
womb,
if it was a woman.
And then we go into Islam, and you're telling me it's a mistake or an accident or coincidence that they have a god named Allah,
right, children?
Who they're getting mercy from, but the word they're using for mercy means womb, and this is an accident.
You know, a word can have more than one meaning, right? Especially in other languages, because they don't have as many word combinations as we do. So it's about tone and inflection when you speak these words, and that's what makes them have the meaning that they have. So you can't just say that, dumbass.
That God is a woman? See, this is why I don't play with people, man. I don't want to talk about it.
Right, children. Polight just bottom feeder.
That's why I don't play. That's why I don't want to talk to people, because people are goofy. People are goofy, and I don't like the goofy talk. And you see, everything's always a joke with the ignorant in our masses. They're ignorant amongst the masses. Hey brother, what the fuck you talking about? I need a pill I need the same pill that you taking. And the fact that you ask me what I'm talking about, when I'm very clear about what I'm saying, speaks to the dysfunction that's in the community. And I can't even get upset with you because you're part.
He think he talking clear. Lord, somebody help him.
Or the mentally ill that I'm speaking about. You're sick. If you're making a joke after what I'm talking about, you're sick. Because your empowerment is predicated upon truth and facts. And if all you could do is keep making these goofy ass jokes.
Remember when Crypto was talking about the girl he had to take home or whatever, and Polight said it was right down the street, but it was like an hour away. And then he said she forgot her wallet, but my aunt had went in the car and took the money out of it. But why would she be going in this woman's wallet? And then he was like, you got an old 50. Go get an old 50. And I got to return this to her. And da-da-da-da. We just stole that woman's shit.
And ask me random stupidness. This is the reason why I'm upset with our people. Because right then and there, I just took you into Africa and showed you the name of a god that exists in the Igbo tribe that's named Allah, and she is the deity of the womb in Africa before Islam has an Allah and turns it into the male.
That's true.
So, you know, people just want to, you know, no one wants to believe male chauvinism exists. You go ask an Arab about mercy and womb, and they'll honestly, oh yeah, I mean that, but by way, it's an analogy. You get your mercy, bro, knock it off. Knock it off. And I bet you believe you get 72 virgin women if you're a good Muslim. And what the women get when they go to heaven? When they go to Jannah, what do they get? They get to be virgins all over again? But what if they were shaking their ass and prostituting themselves the whole time in America? Do they turn around and become virgins in the afterlife just for the good Muslims? And then we're having sex up there in heaven? Like, what's going on? Why are you being promised 72 virgin women in heaven? Why is that even relevant? And you Christians got the in the book of Revelations, the 24 elders and them are wearing white raiment. They're wearing white robes. They got robes in heaven. So niggas might be picking cotton in heaven.
They pick cotton and robes. Hey, Yemi. How does that even equate? Hold on. Lord Jesus. I don't see how anybody could even sit in the car and listen to this shit.
Go to heaven. When they go to Jannah, what do they get? They get to be virgins all over again? But what if they were shaking their ass and prostituting themselves the whole time in America? Do they turn around and become virgins in the afterlife just for the good Muslims? And then we're having sex up there in heaven?
It is officially
like, what's going on? Why are you being promised 72 virgin women in heaven?
Yeah, it is, I'm jaded. 24 elders is Jehovah's Witnesses.
Why is that even relevant? And you Christians got the in the book of Revelations, the 24 elders and them are wearing white raiment. They're wearing white robes. They got robes in heaven.
The Lord can make anything. Thank you, Jaded. Thank you, Yemi. This boy's slow. Thank you, Jess.
So niggas might be picking cotton in heaven. There's robes. There's sewing machines in heaven.
If the Lord can create a whole person out of some dust or some clay, what make you think he can't create a goddamn robe? Raiment. Jaded raiment, not ramen.
Why do we need to wear robes in heaven?
You want to walk around naked in heaven? You want to walk around in Louis Vuitton or Balenciaga in heaven? I'll take the robe for $500, Alex.
It's pearly gates. There's a throne God is sitting on. Muslims talk about milk, the land of milk and honey, like everything you can get from a fucking supermarket. That's what I'm doing. My aspirations to be a great Christian, Muslim, or Jew is so I can find a fucking heavenly supermarket. Like, this shit gotta stop.
They got a supermarket in heaven, y'all. I guess they sell the white ramen.
It's just the worst. It's like, this is why I don't like talking about these things. And y'all be wanting me to go back in this bag, but when I go in this bag, I get attacked. And people want to kill me, they want to murder me, because the shit.
Don't nobody want to kill you or murder you about the words that's coming out your mouth, except for that scamming now. They want to beat your ass about that scam, about you taking their money. Now, we ain't going to sit up here and lie about that. That's why they want to beat your ass. That is exactly why they want to beat your ass, because you done took their money and won't give it back to them. One guy got 5 stacks. Somebody else got 10 stacks. Somebody else got 70 stacks. You got crypto roots for his whole goddamn inheritance from his dearly departed father. One person said that you done scammed 10 million people total out the fuck. 10 million total out the people. He got me talking wrong. Shit.
It don't make no sense. The book of Jonah, a nigga gets swallowed by a whole whale. A whale can't even swallow nothing bigger than an orange. But you're gonna tell me
that's one particular whale.
A whole nigga got swallowed by a fish for 3 days and 3 nights and got spat out, and the body of the fish didn't even try to digest the nigga. He came out whole. And y'all believe this bullshit. And you say respect people's beliefs, but no one says respect my intelligence. I'm supposed to respect your beliefs, but you won't respect my intelligence.
You don't,
because you know goddamn well ain't no fucking fish swallowing a whole nigga and spitting him up after 3 days, 3 nights. And he got all his hair on his head and his eyebrows and all his skin. And he's still talking and walking and live and talk about it again.
Well, that would be
you niggas is crazy. If they can get you to believe that shit, there's no wonder you can't be taught nothing important. Because your leaders believe in this bullshit.
I'd rather believe
your leaders will talk about discipline and then be out of shape.
Right, chillin'.
Your leaders will.
Well, this society is a do as I say, not as I do society, Eugene. You want to sit up here and talk about they just as janky as your ass.
Believe in this, that whole human beings is swallowed by a whale and then turn around and talk to you about the revolution and being realistic about the day and time we're living in.
I know, right?
This is just so uncomfortable.
That's that major.
I'm so uncomfortable with this. And then you had a boat like Noah's Ark, the size of New York City, and we can't find a piece of wood to this day. And it was fitting to a very animal on there.
Hold on. You say they can't find a piece of wood from the wood rots. You know, they barely finding bones from back then. And you talking about a goddamn wooden boat made with all natural substances. Nigga. And they think they said they might have found the ark.
Even the animals that God says in the Bible not to eat. So why is he keeping them niggas alive? See? Shit is just bullshit, man. But I'll let you guys believe in what you want to believe. But the problem with that is, now, because of the crazy shit that y'all believe in, it's hard to kick knowledge to you because you've been desynthesized to truth. And now you suffer from...
Desynthesized, y'all. That's what he said. Do you mean desensitized? I think he means desensitized.
Cognitive dissonance. So whenever someone presents truth to you, you embrace the falsehood so much that you make an enemy. You make an enemy out of anyone who presents to you truth because you have an intimate relationship with falsehood. And it's to the point, if the shit start making too much damn sense, you'll get irritable when you hear it and uncomfortable and grow skeptical about the presenter of the info because the shit makes too much sense. Because most of your life, you've acclimated your ability to think around believing bullshit. So when someone says, hey, I got something reasonable we should talk about, paying your bills, wealth stewardship, generational wealth. You say dumb shit like, oh, he's not teaching no more. He doesn't care about the black movement. Because I'm telling you how to make sure you can save money, grow your funds, invest, and make sure you pass on generational wealth. You niggas love Illuminati speeches and the dollar's gonna fall. They've been saying the dollar's gonna fall since as young as I can remember. And if I was holding my breath for that, I'd be dead. And I would have sat here and being lazy and I would have got nothing back. Come on now. It's hard to teach truth. Yeah, I hear you about the Black Lives Matter, but I don't want to talk about it because then I'm going to get more enemies. Because that's not a movement that was really designed for black people. It was a movement that usurps the Black Power movement, usurps our civil rights. It's leveraging, actually, everything we fought for in terms of the civil rights movement so they can bring in their alternative family lifestyles, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, where did I get this idea from? From the website. It is the goal to make sure that people, that same gender relationships and parenthoods can be more becoming to the masses. Where the fuck does that got to do with black people? I'm going to have more rights as a black man if I change my sexual preference. I mean, I can read. I just go to the website. Oh, okay. So you created this, but you saying Black Power movement. But at the end of the day, when we go into the fine print, I see the movement is predicated upon leveraging the racial animus perpetrated against black people so that we can better position people of alternative sexual dispositions. We're going to use the discrimination of black people as leverage so we can empower people based on their sexual preference and disposition. Does it mean I hate people who have an alternative sexual disposition? No, but I would be made out to look that way if I keep disagreeing. So one thing I know is not to fuck with certain letters in the alphabet. Over 20% of them, damn near. I'm not messing around with any LGBTQs, and I'm not saying anything about the J's. I'm not touching none of that. Them alphabet boys will be on your body. I won't even have a live stream to talk about after this. And that's how they got us. They got us afraid to say anything about certain things. But I knew I could do this live stream and say black people piss me the fuck off. They're annoying as I could do that shit all day. So long as I'm banging on black people. So why not? That's the warfare. And then people say dumb stuff like, yo, why you don't go hard on social media and teach this and teach that? Because they strike my page, dummy. So it's going to be made out to look like I don't have concerns that I do have, because I don't really know how to put a filter on my concerns without impacting people in ways where they get so emotional that my shit will get shut down because I get millions of views. So because I get that much views, what I say is going to impact me differently from what you may say. And people say, well, how come so much people say so much negative stuff about you? You never ask, well, how come so much people say so much positive about me? It's because the law of average. If I get 1 million views, I'm going to have more people saying negative things about me than they do you, because you don't get 1 million views. And if I got videos that's in the 20 millions, it's very likely I will have the amount of people that are detractors that is inconceivable to you. I will have 20,000 people that don't fuck with me if I get 20 million views. So while you play the numbers game, you're not realizing that you're playing the same game that law enforcement plays, the judicial system plays. You get in trouble for a crime, you get accused of one thing, and they give you 20 counts. You know why they give you 20 counts? Because we look at it like the law of average and probability. Well, if I accuse this nigga of 20 different things, the way black people think, he had to do at least 5 or 6 if he got accused of 20 things. Most of you don't realize.
You got 9, 2 is on hold, but them other 7 seem to be sticking. Trial start February the 8th, Eugene. Is you getting a little scared? Is that what that is? You getting a little anxious?
The counts drop if you fight them because they were bullshit anyway. The only reason they give you that much counts is so they could mess with the psychology of the human mind, because they know if you get accused of one thing, maybe it's not true. And if you get accused of two things, maybe it's not true. But if we could accuse you of 8, 10, 15, 20 different things, people will start leaning towards the idea that maybe you did something wrong. And this is why 9 out of every 10 people accused of a crime in America plead that they are guilty.
Bastard.
Look up the statistics per the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. Do you really think 9 out of every 10 people that are accused of something really did something wrong? That means I could walk down this block and just accuse 10 niggas out here, and I know every 9 of them did whatever I'm accusing them. That's bullshit. It's a lie. But anyway, this was just to start this vibe, because I'm about to go super crazy, super seance. I'm taking this Rolls Royce.
Hold on, wait. That fool said he finna go super seance. Not saying seance. He said, I'm finna go super seance. Oh my goodness.
It's a lie. But anyway, this was just to start this vibe, because I'm about to go super crazy, super seance. I'm taking this Rolls Royce Diaries to another level.
He going super seance, y'all. I didn't know you was in Dragon Ball Z, Eugene. All that orange you got on, no.
I'm about to go super seance on y'all. Yeah, but the shit is rigged. This game is so rigged. There's just things you can't say. Otherwise your page get taken down.
He been running that same live for, oh my gosh. It's just certain things you can't say or your page gonna get taken down. If that's the case, yours should have been gone. Should have been gone.
So I can show me clubbing, because that's safe. And sometimes I want to show me clubbing. And I can express my disdain for my own race, because that's safe. So there's not room for the margin of error in terms of the programmers are concerned. I can only stay within a certain part of their curriculum for me to continue to speak to you freely. But then you will attack me and say, this nigga has lost his mind because he got money and he don't want to teach no more. As if you don't realize. I said some shit about broccoli before, and I was suspended from the live stream for 30 days. Because I said some shit about broccoli. And they must have pissed somebody off up top. My shit about broccoli and carrots really affected people in the worst way.
See, and that's about where we came in at. So we gonna stop that right there. Looking like somebody great grandma Pearl. Oh. That fool said that carrots are rotten before we ever get them. Nigga, just stop lying. It'll work out so much better for you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't with him. I literally cannot. Yo, I was sitting in here and I said, let me check on this little bastard. And sure enough, his ass was live. I said, fuck. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I told you that's somebody great Aunt Gloria Jean. Just a hot, steamy mess. I can't with him. It's like at this point, just shut your liver lip ass up and get ready for court. But no, He can't do that. That'd be too much like right. What's the matter, Pooh? You can't take my blanket. Your blanket is on the floor. And it's like 39 degrees here. It cold, y'all. It cold. I mean, ain't even no synopsis to give on that bullshit. Really? That nigga wants your money. And he'll say anything to get it. I mean, what else can we say at this point? The nigga's scamming. I mean, how many more ways do we have to make it clear? Every business he done said he owned, we went and found it, looked it up, and guess what? Found out he didn't own it. Right, chilling. But I believe, I really do believe that it's in his best interest right now to shut the fuck up. But he won't. So, February is right around the corner. And I don't know who was blowing his phone up like that, but they seem to have a problem because they kept hitting him up. So you see, brothers and sisters. Right, Shabo. I'm starting to think he be out there in that parking lot peddling ass because I ain't never seen nobody sit in the parking lot that damn much. A dirty little street whore. Oh my, he's a harlot. He going super seance though, y'all. Remember that. He gonna go super seance on y'all. You must got your Ouija board somewhere with Young Sparrow. I mean, what the fuck? I just can't with him. You ugly and you scamming. Dude. This Negro up here talking about Jonah and the whale. Talking about Muslim. That's that heritage for real chilling. My whole damn hand starting to hurt. See, this is why I don't like cold weather. Your arthritis start acting up. But in this case, it's the carpal tunnel. Hey, shit, if I wake up in the morning and my hand locked up, I'm going to have to call in. Yeah. Well, I guess he decided on the passenger side this time, chilling. We'll have to wait till next time for the alley. But then he's sitting up here speaking down on people of Arabic descent. But he was just in Dubai cheesing in them folk places, acting like Dubai was one of the best places to be in the world. Young of old contradiction. It's like, are you for real? And then now he back on the little religion kick. I guess he got tired of people poking him, talking about he done strayed away from the knowledge or whatever. He was never nowhere near the knowledge in the first place. And it's like, why you get mad at the people that you trying to scam because they call you out on your BS? That's just dumb. But that's how he keep grabbing people on the hook. People look him up and, oh, those are just haters. They just hating on me. They just don't want to see a brother shine. And the whole time he a whole fucking scammer. Well, it's 12:26. I gotta get my butt up in the morning to go to work. I will holler at y'all later. This is CCCTreehouse, where it's always swinging.